Hey guys, it's Scott here from SamCart, the fastest growing e-commerce platform online. And in this video, we will be looking at the main differences between order bumps and upsells, how they work, and which ones you should be using. Order bumps and upsells are both tools that help make it easy for your customers to buy more products. Just like when you go to Amazon for one thing, but you end up buying 5. Order bumps and upsells give your customers the opportunity to spend more each and every time that they buy from you, which can completely change your business overnight, like it did for our very first brand, Train Baseball. Order bumps and one-click upsells took customers from our $50 training and made them each worth an average of $187. That was 4xing the size of our business just by giving people the opportunity to easily buy more stuff. And that is just one story that is repeated over and over and over again as more businesses switch to SamCart. And it's a huge reason why the average SamCart seller makes 3 to 5 times more on average than sellers on other platforms. And it creates stories like Cody, who turned $3,000 in sales to more than $9,000 total just by adding a single order bump to his SamCart checkout flow. Or Christy, whose upsell added an extra $13,800 to a big sale that she did last month. Or like this comment from Patty, whose very first order bump brought in an extra $1,000 a month in sales. All of this was made possible just by giving customers the opportunity to spend more. And I think Christy says it best.
And we added a order bump and then a $97 upsell. And it brought in an extra, I believe it was like $13,600 or $13,800. And I gotta tell you, that's as close as you can get to free money.
And the stories like that go on and on, from entrepreneurs who are multiplying their profits just by implementing these 2 quick features. Now, before we dive into the details, it's essential to understand what I talk about when I say the word upsells. I'm referring to a one-click upsell, meaning your customers can purchase another product, good, or service from you without ever needing to pull their credit card back out and re-enter their information. Like when you buy stuff on Amazon, SamCart stores their payment info and makes buying more stuff as easy as one simple click. Other tools fake it and say that you can do upsells, but their upsell is just a whole nother order form where customers have to re-enter all their information, their name, their email address, their shipping address, their billing address, their credit card information, sign back into PayPal, and over it goes. All that does is destroy your conversions and cost you a ton of missed sales that you could have made if it was a lot easier to buy. So when I say upsell, I want you thinking one-click upsell. Don't settle for anything less. But anyway, let's discuss order bumps first, since they happen earlier in the checkout process. One of the main differences between an order bump and an upsell is that an order bump is shown right before the person buys, whereas an upsell happens right after someone buys. I like to think of order bumps as the candy bars right next to the grocery store checkout. So you're waiting in line and the cashier is ringing up your groceries, you see a candy bar with your name on it, you grab it and toss it on the conveyor belt. That is really like an impulse buy, right? It's cheap, it provides instant benefits, and it sells itself. That's what an order bump should do for your customers. And we shouldn't go another second without mentioning SamCart's order bump collections, which is a unique feature that we added where you can now offer multiple different order bumps on the exact same page. So now on any page that you make with SamCart, you can add multiple beautiful high-converting order bumps that maximize your sales even further. Anything you sell as an order bump shouldn't be super expensive, but instead, it should be more of an impulse buy in the minds of your customer. That's because when you look at an order bump, the first thing you notice is that you only have 2 or 3 sentences to sell it. So whatever you offer there, it really has to be a no-brainer for your customer. So if you're selling a $50 product, you should never have a $500 order bump. Instead, you would want an order bump that's say $25 or $30 to maximize your conversions. But just because order bumps are usually cheaper than your main offer, don't let that make you think that they aren't effective. Order bumps generally convert anywhere between 30 and 40% across SamCart. That means that every 10 customers, 3 or 4 of them are adding these additional products to their order, which is putting money in your pocket without you having to do any extra work or generate any extra traffic to your pages. Now let's quickly look at a few examples of order bumps so that you can see what they are and how they work. So here's a great example from one SamCart seller that right here is their order bump. So their main product, if I scroll down, their main product is $37, and here's an order bump that costs $27. And an order bump is just a quick picture, a quick little bit of text here, and then just one button that says, yes, add this to my order. And when you scroll down to the bottom, you can see that all of a sudden, this $37 sale has just become a $64 sale, an increase of over 60% of revenue on this order. Here's another great one. This is a mini course intensive from our friend of ours, Cody Birch, who has added this order bump that is $27. And just like that, right after someone enters in their payment information and they are ready to go buy, they are gonna come down here, and 30 to 40% of them are clicking on that button and taking a $49 sale up to a $78 sale. Here's another great example from a children's bookseller on SamCart. As you go down and you scroll past, you enter in all of your information, enter in your credit card info or sign into PayPal, and you can see here that they are taking advantage of a brand new SamCart feature to offer more than one order bump on the very same page. So, my $33 order is now an $89 order just with 2 very simple clicks. And last but not least, here is a tennis training website that as you scroll through and take your order, they have this right here, a quick order bump with an image, some quick text, and a good discount on a special offer. And it is all of a sudden taking my $67 order to an over $120 order. But regardless of how you use this, you can see how easy it is for your customers to add things to their order by just one simple checkbox inside of SamCart's order bump feature. Well, now let's talk about upsells. Of all the powerful features SamCart puts in your toolbox, this is hands down my favorite one. One-click upsells have the power to change your business overnight. Again, a one-click upsell is an offer that's presented to your customer immediately after they place their order. Order bumps are shown right before someone places their order. Upsells are shown right after. With SamCart, your credit card information is saved on file and still live on the order. All your customer has to do to purchase this additional product, good, service, live event ticket, skateboard, whatever you're selling, is consider the new offer and click one simple button to buy it. You don't have to be a marketing genius to see that cutting out all of the extra steps, like making your customer re-enter in all that information, will drastically increase the likelihood that your customer will buy what you put in front of them. Unlike order bumps, upsells give you a lot more real estate to actually make a pitch. You're not constrained to just 2 to 3 quick sentences with an order bump. Instead, you can and should sell your upsell offer just as thoroughly as you sold your main offer. So just as you presented your new opportunity, gave benefits, overcome objections, and added proof on your main sales page, you should do the same thing on your upsell page. If you do that, the results can be enormous.
Our front-end product is a lower-end product, so it's like a $25 entry point, but our lifetime customer value is well over the 400 or 500 mark. Yeah. So if you think about that, we're taking a small product and we have a way bigger lifetime value for a customer standpoint. So those upsells are what does that, right?
That's
and that
absolute
one-click
killer.
upsell.
I cannot tell you. I could, but I don't like to talk dollars. I could tell you how much money we have made from your upsell funnel.
Oh my God. It's got to be at least 10,000. So at least 30% more revenue minimum. And I'm bad at math. So I'm thinking it's probably more.
And here's why. Upsells are priced significantly higher than order bumps. In fact, the best performing upsells we've seen here on SamCart are usually priced 2 to 3 times higher than the initial offer. This opportunity presents itself for 2 main reasons. Number 1, the fact that you can give an in-depth sales pitch on an upsell page. And number 2, the customer has just spent money with you and still has their wallet open. This makes it very easy to double or even triple the value of every single customer that you bring in just by adding easy opportunities for them to spend more. In terms of conversion numbers, generally a good benchmark to shoot for is around 20%. So if 2 out of 10 customers are also buying your upsell, then you're doing something right. And just to see how powerful this is, let's take a look at some quick numbers. If 100 customers buy a $50 product from you, congrats, you have made $5,000. But if you add in a $25 order bump and just 30% of those customers take that order bump, that adds an extra $750 in pure profit on top. Then toss in an upsell that's just $100 and say 20% of those customers also buy that. Well, that's an extra 2,000. So with average conversions and very, very conservative numbers, you've already just increased your sales by 55%. Imagine what that could do to your profits. Imagine what that could mean for the ROI of your ad campaigns. Imagine how big your next sale could be with some of these small tweaks. You should be starting to see how powerful having both an upsell and an order bump can be for your business. So now let's quickly take a look at a few examples of some upsells from live SamCart sellers. And I'm gonna show you guys this process live right here in a test order. I have just filled out my information and I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna add this order bump to my offer, and then when I click place order now, SamCart will immediately take me to a very loud video on a one-click upsell page. But you can see exactly that. Brian has put together a whole big video selling an additional product, additional offer, which is a great offer on joining SamCart, selling our software. And you can, by just clicking on yes, add to my order, add this to your order and increase the value. And just like that, my order is complete, but I have doubled or tripled the value of what that customer has spent with me by offering an order bump and a one-click upsell. So here's another great upsell page. You can see how quick and how short some of this can be. There's not too much to it. Add some bullet points, tell people about what you have, and let them buy with just a single click. Here's another example from us. This is one of our most highly converting upsell pages of all time. But again, you will see it is not terribly involved, but you do have a ton more real estate to make a sale, which is why you can offer some things that are a little bit more expensive in a one-click upsell than you can as an order bump. But you add in some proof, you could add in a special timer that expires after a certain amount of minutes on the page, and you can move forward. Another example where a customer has dropped in an awesome quick video, a quick 2-minute video that explains exactly what they have. They're offering an additional product, and here it is, one click at the bottom of the page and the customer has purchased. One last example right here, someone's selling a live event ticket. So they're gonna come down. This is maybe one of the most simple, clear upsell pages I've ever seen. It is just a headline, a couple lines of text, and then the button at the bottom of the page to go buy. Upsells don't need to be complex. You could write one of these in just a couple of minutes and be testing it out immediately. By now, I hope it's clear how big of an opportunity both order bumps and upsells are for your bottom line. These two features are the reasons we created SamCart in the first place. We knew that we needed a simple, non-techie way of giving our customers opportunities to buy more stuff. And these are features that are helping SamCart sellers dominate their markets, scale up their advertising campaigns, and hit new sales goals every single day. So go and add an order bump and a one-click upsell to your next sale. The results are going to change everything. You will kick yourself for not doing it sooner, but you will never leave that much money on the table again. If you want to quickly add order bumps and upsells to your own checkout flow, then head over to samcart.com and grab your free demo today. If you qualify, you can even talk with a real member of our team and get your questions answered about how SamCart can help you. You'll see all the powerful checkout features that multiply your sales, the beautiful pre-designed templates that help launch your products faster than ever, and the simple platform that helps make running your business simple. But for heaven's sake, stop leaving a huge pile of cash on the table. Add order bumps, upsells to your most popular products, and you can send my 10% cut of all those extra sales right here to SamCart's headquarters outside of DC. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.